Good morning and welcome to Thought for the Day on Friday the 9th of September. The reading today is Psalm 139 and it's taken from the NIV version of the Bible. Lord, you have searched me and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise, you perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in, behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like day, for darkness is as light to you. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. And I praise you, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. If only you, God, would slay the wicked. Away from me, you who are bloodthirsty. They speak of you with evil intent. Your adversaries misuse your name. Do I not hate those who hate you, Lord, and abhor those who are in rebellion against you? I have nothing but hatred for them. I count them my enemies. Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. My husband and I have been married for 34 years and have been together for almost 40. So by now I can safely say that we know each other quite well. We can finish each other's sentences, and we can generally figure out what "you remember that thing" refers to. But every now and then he will say something that makes me think, what? You really don't know me at all. This beautiful psalm begins by speaking of God's intimate knowledge of us, so much deeper and more comprehensive than the knowledge that even our nearest and dearest have. Greater than the knowledge we have of ourselves. Every part of us, everything we do or say, every thought that flitters through our minds, God knows and takes notice of. Nothing is hidden. We can put on a face for the rest of the world, but not for God. There is no pretending before God that we are other than we are. It is a place of great vulnerability, and there is nowhere we can go to hide away, to cover up. We cannot close the door on God. This psalm uses such wonderful poetic language about the lengths we will go to try and run away, but we cannot. If there is guilt or shame, if there are things we would prefer not to acknowledge even to ourselves, we cannot escape God's knowledge of it. So, it is a relief to understand that God's knowledge of us is only surpassed by his love for us. You hem me in, behind and before, and lay your hand upon me. In Hebrew tradition, a father would lay hands on his children to impart a blessing. This God that knows us completely, the good bits and the not so good bits, loves us enough to pursue us wherever we go in order to bestow blessings on us. Wow. No wonder the psalmist says that his mind is blown. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. And furthermore, this God who knows us, this God who pursues us, is not a distant God who does all this from afar. No, he is the God who walks beside us, who provides us with guidance and holds us steady. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me, your right hand will hold me fast. But wait, there's more. God has been intimately involved in our lives since the moment of conception. Every cell in our bodies was put there by God. We are each unique because God made us so. You knit me together, and I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And not only are we created wonderfully, uniquely, but he has a unique plan for each one of us. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. The psalmist is blown away by God's involvement in his life, as we all should be when we pause to contemplate it. Little wonder then that he finishes the psalm longing to align himself more closely with God, wanting to root out evil in the world around him and within himself, aspiring to become exactly who God made him to be. And so I will leave you with the final two verses. Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Have a good rest of your day.